Hello, welcome to 1995Batman.com. Today we are looking at this, the official movie book of Batman Forever. Someone in the comments requested that I review this, and I thought it was a really great idea, actually, because I had this as a kid, and just reading and flicking through this book as a kid just made me sort of fall in love with the movie even more. So yeah, it's basically your standard kind of like, you know, interviews with kind of the cast and crew. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes photos, a lot of kind of like, you know, Joel Schumacher on set and things like that. Kind of your introductions to all the kind of characters and where they came from and stuff. Then you've got kind of the pre-production, which is kind of cool. Kind of talking about, you know, reinventing Batman and how they kind of took it from the to the Burton movies and kind of had to find their own kind of like rhythm and look and feel and tone and ready to rock and roll. Then it goes into kind of like the cast, kind of Val Kilmer. Everyone gets like profile. It's really nicely designed, actually. I kind of thought kind of nice and colourful, much like the movie. You got kind of like the Val Kilmer. You got your kind of Tommy Lee Jones talking about his kind of stuff. Then you got kind of Jim Carrey. Chase Meridian, that deleted shot, it's not in the movie. You got your Robin, your Chris O'Donnell, Debbie Mazar, Drew Barrymore and stuff. Then you got the shooting stuff. Now this is the stuff I really enjoy. Talking about Peter McGregor Scott, who's the producer. You know, Tim Burton's name is on the movie, but you know, Tim Burton I don't really think did a whole lot for this movie, apart from say, yeah, sure, make it. Peter McGregor Scott was the guy that really got it produced. Okay, so then it's kind of like all the kind of director of photography and stuff. Stephen Goldblatt, who made the movie look absolutely amazing. Elliot Goldenthal, very cool picture with the question mark above his head. Then you got kind of the special effects and kind of like all the makeup and stuff, which obviously looked amazing. The stunts, you know, this picture, which I like a lot, as you can see. Barbara Ling, who did, you know, such a great job at making Gotham City. This picture, this kind of H.R. Geiger one, really love. Then you've got kind of like, what else? Got kind of all these kind of cool behind the scenes pictures of kind of like, you know, before and after. I thought the Wayne Enterprises just looked so great. It was such a, you know, it could have just been a boring office block, but they really kind of were like, no, you know what, let's just go nuts. This very cool picture of the Bat Cave being built, you know, to know that that thing was made out of like just wood and stuff is just bonkers. Then what else have we got? Kind of Claw Island, Chase Meridian's apartment. You know, even stuff like Chase Meridian's apartment looks stunning. That is amazing. That is like a work of art. But yeah, kind of the section, the police station rooftop and stuff. And the circus. Then you got kind of costume design. This is the stuff I really like. Kind of building the costumes. A lot of kind of behind the scenes sketches, kind of photos and stuff of them sculpting the bat suit. Some very cool kind of like concept art of Two-Face there. This Robin costume I absolutely love. Like, I love the one that's in the movie, but that could have been amazing. Like, I love this kind of like Gambit mask here. That I like less so. And obviously you got like a very cool kind of Riddler one down here. A lot of this stuff I have scanned for the website 1995batman.com. If you're interested in seeing these photos at better resolution than just me flicking through them on YouTube, please go to www.1995batman.com and you will find basically all of the interesting shots from this thing. Okay, and then you've got kind of like, yeah, the Gotham City kind of shots, kind of some of the CGI. There wasn't much CGI used in the movie, very little. A lot of it was miniatures, more than you think. A lot of times when you look at the movie and you're like, ah, they're using some CGI there. No, it's a miniature against blue screen. This like just captured my imagination as a kid. I was just like, wow. They spent ages, like, thank God we didn't get that Batmobile. They spent ages, you know, trying to come up with a better Batmobile than the Tim Burton one. And I'm not saying they succeeded or anything. You know, I really like the Burtonmobile, but I like the Forever one quite a lot as well. I really think that this is the best possible one out of all the things. Again, if you go on the website, I've got a lot more concepts of the Batmobile that they didn't use. Some very cool kind of scans of the kind of sculpting the Batmobile there, and obviously the Batwing and the Batsub. And what have we got here? This is just kind of like, kind of like all the gadgets and stuff that you used. It's very cool, and all the kind of like riddles and stuff. Did you know, in the production script, they didn't have any riddles in them. They were all written later, and that's about the author, Michael Singer, even, because Michael Singer also did 2 more. He also did Batman Returns, the official movie book, and Batman and Robin, the making of the movie. Batman and Robin, the making of the movie isn't as good. It's got some kind of fun stuff in, but it's just far less interestingly drawn. Not drawn, designed. Got some, kind of cool variations on kind of what Mr. Freeze could look like. But yeah, it's just not as fun, much like the movie. And the Batman Returns one, it's okay. Yeah, again, I just feel like for the Batman Forever one, they really went all out and showed you a lot of the concept art. Oh, there's some pretty good stuff there, actually. Of kind of like all the costumes and designs and stuff. Look, when people say Joel Schumacher put too many giant naked statues, remember, Tim Burton started it. Tim Burton started that trend. But yeah, the Batman Forever one's pretty cool. And he didn't do this one, which was the official book of the first Batman movie, but again, there's some kind of fun stuff, some interesting kind of giant storyboards there, kind of, very different looking Batsuit there. But yeah, that one's kind of fun as well. I recommend getting all 4 of these if you can, because it's just, I know there's nothing especially, juicy gossip or anything in them, but as kind of like love letters to just all the behind the scenes stuff on these movies, it's really fun. But yeah, that's those. And then you've also got, I got 2 copies of this. I don't know why, probably got confused. There's the official movie magazine. Now that's the American one with this amazing artwork by, I think, someone called Julie Bell. I hope I've got that right. And there's also, this is the UK one. It's basically the exact same content inside, it's just different paper stock. So let's just have a look through this one. So yeah, this I'm going to scan for the website as well. Again, it's got interesting stuff that's not in the official movie book. A lot of the same kind of talking points from Joel Schumacher and the cast and stuff and how they got involved. But there's some very cool kind of like differences, like obviously there's kind of Batman against blue screen there. And yeah, it just kind of takes a bit of a different different look at the movie, kind of going kind of scene by scene almost, to kind of talk about. A lot of it is just sort of like describing what's happening in the scene. It's almost like reading a book of the movie. But yeah, so it just goes kind of page by page. Obviously there's some more kind of Batmobile designs there. Kind of when it gets to the kind of the centre, then we start talking about the Batmobile. It's kind of cool, and that kind of carries on, talking about the all the scenes in the movie. Bit more on the costume designs here. But the one thing that is really interesting about this is at the very end, I don't know if you know, but the end of the movie was meant to end on Batman and Robin standing on a rooftop looking over Gotham City, much in the same way that the '89 movie ends on Batman looking over the city. And no one could ever find what it was, but they obviously shot it against the blue screen, and look, there it is. That is the missing shot from the end of the movie, which is kind of cool to see. I like this kind of like bat, kind of gargoyle kind of thing here. That's very cool. But yeah, if you want to see this better, this is on my website, and I've kind of taken all the text off and kind of cleaned it all up and tried to put it against a Gotham City background so that we could get some kind of sense of what that shot would have looked like. And there's an advert for the terrible Tiger Electronics game, which I think we've already reviewed for the channel. So there you go. That is the Batman Forever official movie book by Michael Singer. Highly recommend it. Definitely get it. You can get it on eBay for just like £2 or £3, you know, and it's just such a great book to flick through and just, yeah, definitely get it. Just definitely get it.